Hey, Brad. Just looking at lines out there, potential. It looks like Texier might be going down to the fourth line. 5 games, I think he has 2 shots. Is it safe to say, I mean, you obviously want him shooting more, getting more scoring opportunities than he's been getting, right?
Yeah, offensively, I don't think he's had a ton. He scored that first shift there in the first game, and it just hasn't been coming offensively. It's not a lack of work. I think Hoffman's a guy that I want to see what he looks like up with some different guys. He's got great pace to his game. Obviously, he has a pedigree of scoring and putting up points. So we'll see. Again, we have 4 lines. I don't think it's the fourth line way I'm deploying guys, and I want to make sure, he could be a real asset on that line, and they can still produce from that line too. So.
Right, when Texier first got here, when he's going well, there seems to be a little bit of snarl to his game. Not an agitator, certainly, but a guy that plays a physical kind of in your face. Can that fourth line help bring that back out of him? And do you kind of see that as a benchmark for him as to when he's going well?
Well, I think as soon as you're emotionally engaged to the game, you get attached that way. And if that's a little bit of snarl, a little bit of, whatever's going to draw you in, then you got to bring it. And hopefully on that line, I think with their legs and their tenacity, he just kind of falls into that rhythm in there. And you're right, if he's more engaged, I think he's a much more effective player. He's done some great things, like the penalty kill. I think he's done some real good things. His energy's good. It's just 5-on-5, I'd like to see some more. And maybe with that line, you might be able to do something there.
Brett, Max Domi was out there with you guys. Is he once again ahead of schedule? He looks like he might be.
I don't know. This is just another step in his recovery here, so I haven't even talked to Mike.
Certainly not an indication that he's in tonight.
He is not in tonight.
Okay, all right. Also wanted to ask you about, you kind of referenced the learning experience that comes with playing some of these veteran teams, like the team you just played and the one you're going to play again tonight. What's kind of the added bonus, especially for some of your younger players, for learning from the best, I guess?
You learn every night, and we had a pretty solid game against the Islanders the game before, and different style of team, but again, you had to fight for your ice, and they're a big body team, and then you come in the next night. The difference I saw with them, obviously they're fast, they're quick, they pressure you, but they also make you pay for your mistakes, and that's what they did. I mean, their power play stung you. The lessons there, we know we got to stay out of the box. You can't take 6 penalties, especially against them, and the ones that we give up, it's unfortunate because I think we're killing fairly well too. But the 2 mistakes that we make in the third period, they're both in our net, and they're real solvable mistakes. But just, we turn the brain off for 1 second and bang, it's in your net twice. So to me, that's the big lesson. And then there's lots of lessons within that game, but those good teams will make you pay. And that's what they did. They got us at the right times, and unfortunately the wrong times for us.
Over your experience as a player and a coach, how quickly does it take players to grab hold of those lessons? As they're going to the league maybe for the first time, is it very bad?
Yeah, I don't know. I think coaches hold on to it longer than players. They move by it. They're done with it, right? And then they see what we're trying to tell them or explain to them. So we'll try and help them through it, and we'll talk through it, and we got a game tonight.
We're just talking about Texier's 5-on-5 struggles, but really this whole team 5-on-5 has struggled the last few games. What's the key to fixing that? Are you still looking for lines to figure out how to work with each other best at 5-on-5? Yeah,
we've talked a lot about this could probably play right into the regular season about chemistry and what it looks like. And, you're rolling one night, score 8, and it can go dry. And generally, you're going to have spots like that in the season. So we're going to tinker. We're going to see some guys in different spots. And hopefully by the end of the night, everybody's in the same spot, because then we've played a good game and played an aggressive game. And we'll see where it ends up. We're playing another real good hockey team, veteran team here tonight that knows how to win. So we got to be ready.
Your lineup tonight, it looks like Carlson is in.
Carlson's going to be in, yes.
The reason for having him in there?
I'll keep that between me and him, but I want to see him play.
Looks like you have the rookies together on the same line. Was a little bit hesitant earlier in the season to have them together. Why do you have them paired tonight on the line?
Again, I'm not going to get into everything, but they are going to play together tonight, Stuart.
Who comes out, Fred?
Harry's out tonight. Let's see. Elvis is going back in. And Boquist is out tonight. Kukin will be in.
Just kind of touching on Chinnikov and Sillinger, if they were to play tonight and all that kind of stuff. Have those 2 guys in particular, I know they're young, but have they shown you enough, in camp and in the first few games away from the puck, things like that, to where if they did, you don't have as many concerns potentially?
I don't know if they've shown me enough yet. We haven't played them together in a game, so, other than maybe a couple shifts. So they'll show me tonight. We'll see.
Right, is Boquist out? Is that a performance thing or a health thing?
He's got some issues going on.
Okay. And Line A, Voracek have both had moments individually. Line A in overtime, Voracek has been great on the power play. The two of them working together, what have you seen with that through 5 games?
It's coming, you know, even last game when we struggled to get anything offensively. I think we had him at 4 primaries, you know, so he had some chances. He had some looks to score. And so, yeah, again, those are guys I'd like to see them work through and continue to just, you know, see if they can kick that door. And again, we had some good looks there from them a couple times. 5-5, we just don't score, you know, and you put a couple in, all of a sudden you see when they score, goal scorers get energy from it. You can see it right away, and they get on their toes. So, you know, we're hoping that's going to come here.
Boquist took line rushes this morning, I think. Were you just looking to see how he felt before you made the decision about tonight?
Yeah.